Right, a little bit more gin and then let's get this show on the road. Let's get this party started. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got Rebecca, or Bex, from Runaway Kiwi. I'm going to link her blog below to go check her out because she is really funny, and if you like coffee and London, then she's pretty much your girl. I've chosen Bex to come talk to me today because I'm going to be showing you the JML Simply Straight ceramic straightening hairbrush thing, and Bex has the biggest hair that I have ever seen in my life.
It's controlled right now.
It is, but soon it will be unleashed. Bex has like the curliest hair I've ever seen. It's glorious. So I thought that this would be a great test for this hairbrush because my hair's kind of, it's a little bit wavy, it's a little bit curly at the back, but it's nothing compared to Bex's. So I thought this would be like, if it can handle Bex's hair, then it can handle anything. I'm gonna plug it in and show you kind of what it looks like and everything, and then I'm going to straighten half of her hair with the brush so that we can compare and contrast, and then you're gonna have a bit of a go yourself and see how easy it is.
I've got high expectations, hoping this will change my life.
Oh yeah, by the way, Bex from New Zealand.
Oh yeah. Runaway Kiwi, come on.
Yeah,
here we go.
Basically just like a paddle hairbrush. Little ceramic coated bristles. It's got a 30-minute auto shut-off, which is really good for people like me who just leave the house and then stand there for about 20 seconds going, oh, did I turn it off? I don't know.
See, I just hope that this, because my hair normally straightens really, really well. So with GHDs or hair straighteners, it does go really straight quite quickly, but the problem is there's so much of it and so many curls that it takes hours. And hairdressers normally lose the will to live halfway through and call in reinforcements. So I'm hoping that this is kind of the cheats version of hair straightening, and that I can do it quite quickly.
Would you like to unleash the beast?
Okay, so this is the hair. These two bits are straight because life is designed to try us. And the bit at the back is straight, and then the rest of it is sheep-like. What would you like? Should we tie half of it up? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you halve this?
Oh my god. I'm kind of regretting suggesting this now. I've never seen this much hair.
I thought you were going to say I'm regretting our friendship, so that's at least a step up.
Oh my god, I'm still parting. This is like, I've never seen this much hair, and we, like my family has always owned golden retrievers. I've never seen this much hair.
So,
oh my god, you with bunches is adorable.
So at my work they play a game where they see what if they can hide stuff in my hair without me knowing, and the longer it stays and like the higher how big it is, they win. And the current winner is my old boss, who's the CEO, who got an iPhone charger in there for an hour before I noticed. It's bullying. It's bullying at work.
That's workplace bullying, yeah. But also amazing, and I kind of want to have a go.
Just a bit.
So I'm going to turn the thing on. So I think we're going to start off at 185, which is the top temperature, because I think
we need the top temperature.
When you straighten your hair, does it stay straight?
Unless there's a hint of moisture in the air. So if I have straight hair and I go outside and it's raining, I'll have curls by the time I come back inside. Great.
Curls or frizz?
It depends which part of my head you're talking to. They have a committee decision. Some of them will go curls, some of them will go frizz.
Fun.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Really keeps life exciting.
This is heated to 185 and the back is like still,
I can attest.
like pretty cool.
Yeah. Cool like a cucumber.
Yeah. Right, okay. How excited. Okay, so the guy who demonstrated it to me said you need to kind of like wiggle it through so it's fully in there, and then just slowly like run it through.
This feels so weird. It's not like a hairbrush.
So that's like the first go. So it's like, it's taking the curls out, but it still looks coarse.
Oh my god, that did amazing things though.
Yeah. So it's taking the curls out, but it's like, it still looks like curly hair. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like curly hair has that kind of like...
Well, it looks like curly hair that's been straightened.
Yes.
In terms of time that it takes to do my hair, if this is used in kind of conjunction with an actual hair straightener,
yeah,
all
So
good.
I think I would kind of do this to do the bulk of it, and then you would like tidy up the ends with the hair straighteners, because the only thing with this is that you can't like finish the ends quite well.
Yeah.
I don't know if like the next step in this is to make like a rounded, like more of a barrel brush, because then you could kind of do a little bit of a curl at the end, or you could do like a curve under. Whereas I think this is quite hard to get. You just get that very like blunt end.
Yeah. But
which I'm not a fan of. Some people really love that, but I'm not a huge fan of that.
But the thing is, even to like, if I want to French plait my hair, which I do all the time, it's bizarrely tricky to do with curly hair like mine, because you're trying to plait with Velcro basically. Whereas if I can do this in 5 minutes, top bits do the hair straighteners.
Yeah. So that's that section done.
Wow. Oh, okay, this is great. This is incredible.
I'm amazed. Because I tried it on my hair, and obviously, oh sorry, that wasn't too much of a, like, it wasn't that hard for it, basically. And my mum's got very, very curly hair, but it's quite thin.
Yeah.
So I tried it on hers, and it worked really well with hers as well. Because you were actually thinking of buying this.
So after I saw Lex's Snapchat or Instagram stories about this, I spent about 3 hours Googling it on Amazon and reading all of the different reviews. Can we just have a look at the contrast?
This is really fun.
This is, I'm shocked.
And you could, you can take bigger chunks. Whereas I think with hair straightener, you kind of...
Nah, if you try doing big chunks with a hair straightener on my hair, it kind of almost straightens the outside bits, but the bit in the middle remains a curl. I just can't believe how quick this is.
I know. And I also really like this because it's easy for you to do the back of your head.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times I've straightened my hair and I've had to get my husband to look at the back of my head. But then I think with this...
Oh, so much easier, hopefully.
Yeah. Because like with a straightener, you have to like actually select different sections, so it's easy for you to miss a chunk.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, it's literally just like brushing your hair. So that's that second section done.
Can we have a rating on how sore your arms are? Like,
Not very.
wow.
And I think as well, it's like, I think you'd get quicker as you went through. Because obviously, like, this is the first time I'm straightening Bex's hair that she knows of. When you start doing it, it will probably be quicker than me because you know your hair. And I don't want to hurt you as well. I think,
oh, that's nice.
So I think this like brush style as well will help to give volume. Obviously not something that you struggle with.
No, I'm good with the volume.
But for someone like me, whose hair is quite thin, but there's a lot of it, it gets really flat really, really quickly. So I think like being able to, as you're brushing it out, just being like going up, which is something really hard to do with hair straighteners, because you get that weird kink at the roots. There we go, that's that layer. See what I mean? That like the ends don't look finished.
No, it doesn't look like a, oh my gosh. That's incredible though, that it's achieved that level of straightness. Oh gosh. The nice thing about this, okay, is that because the back doesn't get hot, I'm not terrified you're going to burn my ear.
Yeah.
Which with hair straighteners is always a bit of a risk factor.
Yeah, because I burn myself using hair straighteners, and so I would be really worried about using hair straighteners for someone else. So yeah, I don't know if you can see, but I'm kind of trying to like, you like wiggle it through and then you keep hold of the end of the hair as you kind of go through like that to keep it stretched as long as possible to pull it through the brush.
I wonder what the results would be if you didn't kind of hold it taut though. Whether it would be as good or whether you'd have to...
Do you want me to see on my next?
Yeah.
On the next.
Yeah.
Next
See what happens, man.
I think I tried not holding it taut with my hair because my hair was so thin and it didn't have like the curls that yours has. It just slipped right through.
Yeah.
And it just didn't, like it wasn't in there long enough for it to be straightened, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Whereas yours maybe might stay in.
Might have a natural grip effect.
Right, so I'm wiggling it.
Yep.
And I've let go.
Let it go, let it go.
Yeah, so it does work, but I think it is because your hair is
grippy.
Yeah. I think with mine it would have literally just like slipped through too quickly.
Yeah.
But it did work.
It's quite funny because I feel like some people would buy this and it would be not as miraculous. Like I feel like if you, on your hair, the difference between this and a straightener is kind of minimal. But for me, this could be incredible.
Game changer.
Game changer, man.
The people I think this would be really, really good for is if you have like a teenager or someone quite young, that like you don't really want to give them hair straighteners because it's like maybe they're a bit, or maybe just someone really clumsy. I think this might be quite good because it's like there's less chance that you're going to burn yourself. I also think it'd be really good for people. I know a few people who have mobility issues with their hands and they can't grip, like, you know, the constant thing of hair straighteners, like having to grip it. I think this is a lot better because you're literally just like, if you can hold the brush, then you can kind of use this. Whereas I think hair straighteners, it's a bit more, it's that action, isn't it, that takes a lot of strength sometimes.
Okay, the top bit's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, because I think like the roots, like when you get to the those sections, it's going to be hard to make it look
sleek. One thing I was really worried about when it was when I was reading all the reviews on the internet was how, like, if it was going to feel really pulley on my hair.
Yeah. But
it doesn't. It's probably less pulley than a hairbrush.
So can you see what I mean about that? It's hard to get to the roots, but I'm going to wait until it's all straightened and then try and just go back like that.
But I have to say, that kind of root stuff, even with hair straighteners, is really, really hard to get to.
Yeah.
Normally it kind of just weighs itself down over time.
The back is like, is a lot warmer now than it was, but like you can keep your hand on it. Like it's not burning my hand. And if you put it down on a surface, I don't think it would scorch it.
Yeah.
Which is definitely different to...
Can we just have a quick look at, just so that's if we look at the length that I've gained, that's the curls.
That is beautiful.
I could just go out like this. We'll probably see this on the catwalks next season.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be interesting on the other side, because I know you're doing it with the brush facing towards you.
Yeah.
And that's what it actually is on the box. It's the lady with facing towards her. But I feel like when I try to do that, you know, 28 years of me brushing my hair won't let my brain turn the brush around. So I'm going to try it the other way. It's going to be really exciting. Stay tuned.
We know how to create engaging content.
We really do.
Hashtag engaging content.
Hashtag watch the video. So amazing.
I'm so impressed.
I really genuinely did not think this was going to work, by the way.
Well, I was talking to the guy, like I went to the launch party thing, and the guy was saying that because I think it's $39.99 for this.
Yeah.
And he was saying that he thinks that like people here, it's £40 as opposed to like £150 for hair straighteners.
Yeah.
And they think like, too good to be true, it can't be very good if it's only like £40 or whatever. And I think that price point puts people off. I'm trying to like get these rooty bits.
I wonder if it's because it doesn't get deep enough in the brush.
Maybe, or I don't know whether I'm just like worried I'm gonna burn you, because like there's the bristles.
I'm also worried about that.
There's bristles on the outside that don't have ceramic covering, so I'm kind of using those as like the buffer, but then I'm worried if I push it too deep into your root that I'd get the ceramic, because the first time I used this, because my hair goes through too quickly, I was putting my hand on the other side and going like that. And the ceramic covering don't go all the way up the plates, obviously, so you do have a little bit, but obviously your hand isn't completely flat, so I did get a few times I was like,
uh-oh. But I wonder if at the end, once I've done the other side, pulling it like straight back will do it better?
Yeah, and then I think like doing it, you do it like forward a bit, and you do it to the side a bit, and all that kind of stuff, and if you just keep doing it in all different directions, because that was the tip. That was the tip that the guy gave me as well for getting volume, is to like brush it one way and then brush it all the way over the other way, and like keep doing it backwards and forwards to get more volume. Obviously we're not going to do that with you because your hair would literally take
freak out.
I don't think we'd be able to escape.
We would suffocate.
I think we would. So I think that is 1/2 done.
Wow.
So how long would it have taken you to do 1/2 with?
Including getting halfway through and crying and going and having a break. I think I'd probably get through half of my hair maybe in like an extra 20 minutes than what we've spent on it. But the problem is that at this point I would just be done.
Like hair straighteners are so good for finishing, aren't they?
And I think that's exactly it, like just getting the, oh my, look at that!
So I think you need to take down,
because I've still got so much volume, like again, the volume is not a problem.
Very jealous of the volume. That's the problem I have with when I do my hair straight, it's just so flat and just like miserable. Do you want to let down the other side and let's do the comparison?
Ah, my hair doesn't like me. Yeah. Yeah, this is, I think it works, guys.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's
actually amazing. I'm really
wow.
impressed.
I'm so impressed.
So I've done one half, I don't need to tell you that, it's quite obvious that I've done one half of Bex's hair, and now she's going to have a go herself, because I think it's one thing, like someone doing it for you, but obviously if you're going to buy it and do it at home yourself, you need to know that you can actually do it yourself.
This is the point, it could go tragically wrong. That's what she's saying in a really polite way.
Basically. Whatever happens next is not on me. That's all I'm saying.
She made me sign a waiver.
Yeah.
I can't sue her, whatever happens. So I'm gonna do this kind of how I think I'd approach it normally, by not doing as many segments as Lex did. Because let's be honest, if I'm getting ready for work, that's not gonna happen. So yeah, let's see if we can do like that amount. Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. Okay, so already this is a mind. Nah.
So like, yeah, that's it.
So
Wiggle it through.
See, but even doing that twice and quickly in a big segment, that's absolutely fine. Like I would happily move on to the next segment without, if I was going to finish it off with a hair straightener.
So here we go, the back.
And I think probably the biggest difference with doing it by yourself is you can't keep it taut. Does that look vaguely straight though, the bit that I've done?
Yes. Well, it's like, it's a little bit, it's not as straight as that side.
Yeah.
It's not curly.
Even, like not perfectly straight, but for the underneath of my hair, and doing that in about a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with this. I'm
Because
so down with this.
I think you could do it as quickly as this on a morning, and then whatever time you've got left after that, you could go back in and like do more bits if you wanted to.
And I think with this, because for a quick thing. Also, it's surprisingly easy to hold it the right way out. This is so,
Is it easier than you thought to do it yourself?
massively easier. Because actually you don't need to, like I'm sure sectioning it properly and going over it the right number of times would help, but at this point,
like you were just doing there, you're literally just grabbing the whole section and just like brushing it.
So kind of doing a vague section to start with, and because I think Lex did it like what, 5 or 6, and this is done, I've done 2 so far. But that's probably far more closer to what I would actually do in real life. Normally when I use hair straighteners, my scalp ends up feeling really sensitive, but this just feels like I've brushed it, which is nice. I will continue to haphazardly use this kind of incorrectly and we'll see how we go. See, even there, it's just
takes the majority of it out.
Yeah. So yeah, my side, definitely less perfect than kind of, oh, there's a bit, see? The curls hide, the curls don't want to leave. Less perfect than Lex's side, but given that that's just
really
quick and being pulled through.
So now if you go like back, like
hang on,
that way.
Yeah, me and volume is fun.
Like maybe that's the way to get those like pesky
little bits,
rooty bits.
I could probably do my entire head, what, in 5 minutes at a push? and then just finish off the front bits with a hair straightener.
Hmm.
So even that is, I know, I need to keep, again, I do think a mirror is very beneficial in this process. Have we missed any major bits? Let me see.
Still like this, like
A little bit, yeah.
keep it.
Let's see if I can do this a different way.
I believe in you.
Oh, I may have just turned it off with my finger, but that's fine.
Nope, still on, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of got like the majority.
It's
of that.
pretty damn good for, again, for probably a more realistic portrayal of how I would use this on a day-to-day basis.
Is that your realistic portrayal voice?
Yeah. God, that's good.
So yeah, like in 5 minutes you took out kind of the bulk of the curls, and then if you had time or the inclination, you could then neaten it up with like however much extra effort you wanted to kind of put in.
But given how normally by the time I get to the second half of my head I'm too tired to do it anyway, this is probably what I would end up achieving with a hair straightener. Okay, this is incredible. It feels really like, okay.
Amazing. I'm so impressed.
I'm so shocked that that worked.
I was still kind of like, you know, I only tested it on my hair and I was still kind of thinking like this may be the greatest like
it
test.
just is. Like, again, I do have hair that straightens easily, but that is stupidly quick to...
The speed of that, I'm amazed.
Okay, yep.
So I think this may get a thumbs up.
This gets 2 thumbs up.
Yeah. So I think ease of use, easier than hair straighteners.
Definitely.
Quicker than hair straighteners.
Yep.
The finish isn't as
polished,
sleek.
but my scalp feels a lot better than it would with using a hair straightener. My arms don't feel like they're going to drop off, so I would use that on a daily basis as opposed to hair straighteners that I haven't touched in 2 years.
Well, I think that's what they call a rave review.
Really is. I'm so shocked.
Well, there you go. I'm going to put some photos up kind of the half and half and kind of the finished look as well. So that will all be on my blog. The blog post I'll link below as well. Bex's blog link will be below as well, so go check her out because she is hilarious and I love her blog. But thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and we'll see you in the next one. Bye! Our voices are exactly the same then. We're spending too much time together. You're so creepy.
Of course I'm creepy. You wouldn't be friends with me if I want.
Want. If I want. You sounded a bit northern then.
If I want,
I'm
so much shorter than you. Can I be like
a booster?
A booster seat.
Am I bald?
No. The hair kind of covers it up.
I just feel like if you can't see my ponytail, it looks a bit like...
What the? What's that? It's your kettle. Like undinging itself.
I know what it's dinged it though. Right, come on. Let's loosen up those shoulders. Come on. Loosey goosey. Are my eyes blurry or are we blurry?
I'm not wearing my glasses, so I wouldn't know.
It's going well.
It's going great. You should drink.
Oh my god, should we have a drink? Should we have gin? Do you want gin?
I would love a gin.
Oh my god.
Look how much fun she's having.
I know, she flipping loves it.
She loves it.
I've never been that happy doing anything. It's true. Sorry, I won't.
Oh.
Also, this t-shirt is like pretty much the same colour as my skin and it's really off-putting for me. Right, come on. We've only had like 2 sips of gin and it's descended into you hitting on me already.
I've got you right where I want you.
In a really warm flat.
Oh my god, it's so hot.
Can't open the door though because it's noisy out there.
If we die and this is the last
Can you imagine it's like one of those hidden, like, found camera films, like the Blair Witch Project? It's just two girls sweating to death in an East London flat.
Like, this only works for beauty bloggers. It knows I'm
I'm
not.
gonna get my face out of it.
It knows I'm not one of you.
That's my dishwasher beeping at us.
Get a woman who can do both. I do think this is probably my best look.
Why is it still beeping? I'm sorry, I put my finger in your ear then.
You know, I'll take it. In primary school, I got the part of the lion in the school play. Purely based on the hair. I can show you the world.